And we're back. Thank you very much for joining us again, JT. Today, JT wanted to talk to us about his favorite topic. He happens to be a movie junkie, he says. So, the company he works at, what are we talking about today? Sonos. You may have heard they've been around for almost 20 years and they're all about the sound. So, when you are watching your favorite movies, you want to have that sound that accompanies the movies that you're watching. So JT, take it away. Tell us, why do I want a Sonos product in my home theater?
First and foremost, I just want to kind of call out when you're watching a movie, the video portion of that really is only 40% of that. When you go to a movie theater, when we used to go to movie theaters, you went for the experience. You didn't go to just watch a movie on the screen with just okay sound. You really wanted that idea of brilliant sound, of having sound all around you and really immerse you into that experience. And that's been our goal since day one. Almost 8 years ago, we came out with the Sonos Playbar, which has been replaced by the Sonos Arc, but Playbar was such a widely sold soundbar across the world that was enjoyed by millions of people. So we had to take that into the next level with the Sonos Arc. Now the Sonos Arc delivers all of your Dolby audio platforms like Atmos, Dolby Digital Plus, which really brings us into that next level of watching movies. And things have changed a lot over the last year. Streaming services have become more prevalent, and they've actually started to offer higher audio codecs like Dolby Digital Plus and Dolby Digital Atmos. So you're able to get that experience of being in a movie theater inside your home.
Well, that's exciting. And that's what a lot of people have been trying to do is they're not comfortable going back to a theater, perhaps. They want to have friends over when they
That's right.
can, as the unlock is, as we're all coming out of unlocked situations, and we're creating our home theaters. And what else can you tell me about the Sonos home theater package?
So we have two different types of sound bars. We have the Sonos Arc, which I've mentioned, and the Sonos Beam. And really, we have what I call a home theater system for everyone, whether you want the epic experience of having the Sonos Arc plus 2 surround sounds, plus the addition of 2 subwoofers. That's the epic experience. But we also have that everyday experience too, which would be something along the lines of a Sonos Beam plus your rear surrounds to give you that Dolby Digital 5.1 sound. So really we have this start out point and the speaker Legos, where the great thing about Sonos is you don't have to purchase everything all at once. You can gradually build your system. So if you don't want to spend the money on 2 subs right away, you buy that first sub today, and then 6 months from now, you add another sub, and you continue to grow your system to get that perfect experience that you want.
And when you say buy another sub, you're talking is this surround sound? Is this for what are we adding to it?
So the Sonos sub, I was trying to see if there was one behind me, but the Sonos Arc is right there, that guy. So the Sonos Arc by itself delivers 5.0.2 surround sound, even though it's all in one single bar. It's got 11 drivers and 11 amplifiers. From there, you can add 2 more speakers for your rears, which would be your surround sound, your 5.1 total discrete. So having a plane go left to right on the screen, not only is it going to go left to right on your screen, but you're also going to hear it behind you. The Sonos subwoofer adds epic bass that really takes everything to the next level. And low frequency sounds really make you feel it in your chest a little bit. So your subwoofer plays only those low frequency sounds. But what's different about our sub is when you're connecting it to any of our products, it's not just adding bass wherever you want it. It's actually changing the entire acoustic platform of the product that it's connected to, meaning it's going to take all of the bass out of that soundbar and send it to the sub. So the soundbar can actually focus a little bit more on doing the highs and the mids and making sure that the imaging is correct. Top Gun, for example, planes go left to right, there's gunshots, all this good stuff. We want to make sure that we deliver that sound in the right placement at the right time.
That is very, very cool. It never even occurred to me how the sound is going from right to left. That's brilliant. So I think before we were talking, you were saying something about I can listen to the TV wirelessly on another speaker outside. What did you mean by all that?
So this is probably one of my favorite features inside of Sonos that really doesn't get talked about that much. So everyone knows at Sonos, you're able to take one speaker or multiple speakers. Well, one speaker is a bad word to use, word to start, but you're able to take two speakers or more, up to 32 inside of one home, and you can group them all together and play the same thing over all 32 speakers. But that also is the case for home theater, and this is by far my favorite feature. And I am a big sports fan, so I'm going to use this analogy. If I have a Sonos Move that I take outside on my back porch, which I do almost every single day because I live in the southeast of the US, so it is already kind of hot. It's already in the 90s. So I'm outside all the time. And if I'm watching soccer, football, Formula One, whatever it may be, and I go outside and I'm by my grill, I necessarily can't see the television. However, I still want to be able to hear what's going on. So I'm able to take my Sonos Move outside and then group it with my Sonos soundbar. So in this case, my Sonos Arc. Now I'm getting TV sound wirelessly on another speaker in another part of the house, in this case, outside, without being able to see it, and it still plays in perfect sync.
I absolutely love that. So my example is I can't sit still, and I don't, and I'll have the TV on, and because I live alone and I want kind of the company, but I don't want to miss what's going on. But
Yep.
I also want to do laundry. I also want to check on a video that's rendering. I also want to go outside and clean my pool. I also want to go paint something on the, in the garage. So I'm doing all these things. So I can take
Our
I,
portable speaker, which is right over my left
so
shoulder.
and I know that through this video, I'm going to be showing the Move as well in
Mhm.
action, probably in a pool. So, or next to a pool. So I can take that with me wherever I'm going and not lose contact with the
Correct.
sound system that's inside.
Yeah, you would just open your phone, go to the Sonos app, select the Move as the speaker you want to listen to,
Okay.
and then group it with your soundbar. So now you have TV sound everywhere. I use this feature constantly because, again, I'm a movie junkie, I'm a TV junkie, I'm a sports junkie, so I want to be able to still hear everything that's going on without missing everything. But I also have other things to do. Maybe I'm outside with my son, maybe I'm outside grilling, whatever it may be. I'm still able to not miss any of the action.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else on the home theater front that we should be talking about before we wrap up?
I think we are good. Home theater with Sonos is super simple. It's done completely over Wi-Fi, of course, and all set up through the Sonos app, which is great.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your time, JT. And we're going to meet back with JT one more time and bring it all together. So I look forward to that session as well. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Sophie.